Hi, and welcome back to Realistic Sustainability. I'm Mike, and I'm here with Nick.
How you doing?
I'm not doing too bad. How about yourself?
I feel like I'm doing better than you are.
I'm a little slow today. A little bit slow. And hopefully that doesn't translate too badly to the show tonight.
If you have enough days where you're a little slow, it eventually becomes normal and you don't feel it anymore.
Well, my day was, of course, a normal work day, and then I followed up with a really cool thing in the mail. So since then, I have been nonstop until it's time to record.
Did you get your Speedo?
I did not. They did not have enough material. That's been canceled. But Beginner's Guide to Greening Your Life book.
You mean the book you wrote?
The book that I wrote is at my house to be reviewed, and if it's approved, we will have a bunch of them.
That's awesome. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I was at your house. I held it. I was in awe. I was a giddy little schoolgirl, and I was trying to open it and read it, but I didn't want to open it all the way because I didn't want to crease the cover.
Well, that one's mine. That one's mine, and we'll stay there, so you can crease that cover.
And so on one hand, you're on the phone talking to, I think, your mom or something, and I really wanted to interrupt you. I'd be like, can I open this? Can I read it? But, you know, I have better etiquette and better manners, so I'm trying just to kind of like list a little bit and read a little bit of it. And on the other hand, my brain's like, well, a book has to live. Like, a book exists to be read.
Right.
And so I was like, okay, I'm going in. And I only made it through the introduction, but it was wonderful.
Well, thank you. As a matter of fact, by the time this episode airs, it will be available on greeningyourlife.org.
Really?
It will, because we're pre-recording this episode.
Oh, I had no idea.
So anyways, this episode, we're going to talk about waste. Not your personal waste, your household waste, and how many things are wasted in the house. Now, granted, I think we've talked about in the past that about 33% of the food produced in the United States is wasted. We've talked about every single day we can fill a school bus with plastic straws.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just one item. We're not talking about cups. We're not talking about lids, because we're talking in the 60 millions when you start getting into some of those single-use items. But all the different ways that we waste in the house. When I talk about waste coming from your home, what's the first thing you think of?
The first thing I think of when you talk about waste coming from the home is plastic. I feel like everything that goes into my kitchen, and my kitchen is kind of not the focal point of the home, but it definitely gets the most use outside of the living room. So I feel like everything that goes into the kitchen comes in wrapped in plastic boxes, plastic cellophane wrapping. And so you bring your groceries home, you put them away, you throw the bags away. Well, those are plastic right there. Those could have been reused. Or if you buy the microwavable Easy Mac, that's a plastic container with you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of plastic. And plastic is the number one wasted item in my house other than time.
Other than time. And time is something that can be wasted. It is. I always see energy.
Mm-hmm.
You've sat across this table enough with me already to know that that's where my brain immediately goes. There's two kinds of outlook for energy. The first one is that darn consumer's bill, that energy bill, the lights being left on. Do I still have old bulbs anywhere? Because first of all, you will not find incandescent bulbs in my home. Those are not light distributors. Those are small heaters. And if you need them to keep the chicken water from freezing, they're yours. I can't use them. That is not their primary purpose. CFL bulbs, I'm working every one of those out of my house, not only because they need to be recycled and cared for properly, but because I don't like to plan for light. We live in a colder climate, and the way those lights function